Good morning in day 53, and I guess an interesting start to the day. Ended up, I have no idea where the fuck I was last night, but anyway, I'm now navigating the snow and the slush and the ice back to my room, and it's like spot the tourist right now walking in this because I'm so scared I'm gonna slip over. But look at all this. Look at this. It's beautiful. And I'm sure people here are probably absolutely hating on the fact that it's, you know, snowing and wet and miserable for a Monday morning, but I think it's beautiful. Just, you know, I mean, when do I ever get to see it like this? It's still snowing right now as I speak. So, it's pretty awesome. So I'm gonna head back to the room. I'm not shredding this crap. Ugh. Like slush. And I'm not wearing the best shoes. They're actually really wet. But check this out here. Completely snow covered. Yeah, so I'm gonna head back to the room, pack. I'm basically already packed anyway, but you know, just fix a few things up. Great, I got 8 seconds across this road without slipping on my ass. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, go across. Yeah, what am I trying to say? Pack a few things, get ready, and I have about 2 hours before I think I need to pretty much come back down here anyway, which is going to be fun dragging. I think I might just catch an Uber. I think it's going to be too much of an effort to do this in the snow, just because I'm going to have to drag suitcases through this crap, and I'm going to have to not try and slip and slide on my shoes here. I think Uber's the way to go. I'll spend an extra $10 and do the easy option. This is very slippery. Check this out. Beautiful. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is boring, but let's go set ourselves up and then get to the airport somehow and go to Winnipeg. Good afternoon. It is time for me to leave Montreal and to Winnipeg. So I just have my shit relaxed and basically am now heading to my gate 4, and then 3, gate 4. I speak French. I just like had to go through my bag because there was like little souvenirs that looked like they were screwed or something like that. So, because I haven't really packed this little suitcase up, it's literally kind of just like shove shit in there because it just, you know, I'm gonna have to sort through it. I was like digging through everything, so that was fun. But you know, they gotta do it. So I have a little, yeah, walk all this way to this gate, and it's not like New York where I had to like go through one section and catch a bus and do this and do that and E-I-E-I-O. I actually got some lunch outside the gate because there was like a Burger King, and it's like $13. I don't even think it's that expensive at home. So, you know, whatever. Anyway, so I'm hoping I'm going the right way. It's just arrivals, but I'm leaving. We'll soon find out. But apparently in Winnipeg it's going to be snowing tomorrow, so I'm leaving that behind. You can just kind of see that, to hopefully arriving with more tomorrow. So yes, it's only like 2 weeks to go. We're on day 53. It's kind of sad. Don't want to go home, and it's gonna go by so quickly from this point on. I'm kind of like, I mean, it's one more Airbnb here in Winnipeg, but I'm gonna be with Colin for most of it, so it's I guess not really by myself from this point on, if that makes sense. So anyway, it's alright. Gate 1. Oh, there's a Tim Hortons here. Let's ventured inside and got some Timmies. There's Avenue of the Canadians. I'm wearing my Calgary Flames shirt. Not sure how that's going to go down. I haven't had anyone comment on it yet, so anyway. Alright, we are going to get to K4, we're going to go to Winnipeg. It's like a 3-hour flight, so I might get a bit of sleep, a bit tired, but I had something on the fucking plane, man. I mean, I like flying, I like airports, but sometimes it just gets a bit tedious. You know, it's flight after flight after flight, security after security. But one thing I will say, and this is a message to our American friends, is that Canada gets their shit together when it comes to security. They're organised, it's a breeze. America, it's all over the place, and they're yelling at you. Here, they're just nice. So, anyway, just a message to America. You're welcome. I'm going to shut up, I'm going to get on a plane, and I'm going to go to Winnipeg. So, let's do that. Welcome to Winnipeg. Not really a whole lot I can show you, because all I've seen is the airport. Quite tired. I actually fell asleep and slept most of the way, so I'm still kind of waking up, so that's why I look like a mess. But it's getting in my bag, and then Colin is picking me up, and he's not going to be here for about another hour and a bit, so I'll just wait around and just, yeah, do what I need to do. So let's end this boring video and catch up later on as I'll burp. Very boring. So we'll see what fun we get up to soon. I was going to show you eating pizza that you saw making before. Here it is, pizza, but just let's take a look at that. Empty. Yeah, it's in my belly. So it was good though. It was very, very nice. Very garlicky, but I like my garlic. But we're going to try, I think we mentioned this before, Lay's wavy, French word, old-fashioned ketchup a la French word.
Yeah.
Those French.
Old-fashioned. It's the same translations, English and French. So ondulés would be wavy.
Now, we discovered this in America. In Australia, we call wavy crinkle cut. So, there you go.
There are crinkle cut here too. We normally will call them ripple.
Well, Canadians are more intelligent than America. When I said that in America, they were fast. Crinkle cut? That's amazing! Like, seriously? It's just a fucking shit. But anyway, my point is, old-fashioned, this is a ketchup-flavoured chip.
And they're huge in Canada.
And
like, this has been around forever.
So that's what they look like. And we did have one in Australia. I think I was saying before, it was like mustard and ham. It was one of the competition ones. It was actually quite nice. But so I'm going to try. This is Canadian as poutine and Bryan Adams.
Yeah.
And do I say Justin Bieber or
no?
Actually, Montreal Canadiens game the other night. They played like a Bieber song, and people were singing like out loud. You could hear the stadium singing along.
Yeah, that's because they're French Canadian. They're not as smart as those.
They love it. Anyway, all right, let's try this. I don't really taste the ketchup.
Do you taste the mustard and ham?
Well, now that you mention it, it's. I mean, I think maybe we did have a chip like this because it tastes. We had like a tomato chip, tomato. Got to sound the part. But I mean, they're nice. I like them. I'm not saying I don't like them, but it's not like, wow, that's ketchup. Taste the ketchup in every bite. Now the question is, do you dip these in ketchup?
Ooh, I don't.
My mum would eat like original, like plain flavoured chips and dip them in, I mean, we just call it tomato sauce. She dipped it in tomato sauce. Is that strange? Or, you know, am I just saying my mum's strange? Hi, Mum.
I want to start dipping salt and vinegar chips in salt and vinegar just to see how it tastes.
But these are good. Well done, Canada.
Yeah.
Merci. I'm not in French Canada anymore, so well
We're
done.
still bilingual. You're still obligated to say it in both languages.
Ketchup à l'ancienne. It sounds like Angelina. Angelis. Did he say it? Do you speak French?
Not that word, I don't.
Wavy.
I know ketchup is ketchup.
How do you get Angelis from wavy? France? Like, just
go back to being French. Just don't name words. Anyway, good chip. Thank you, Canada. Merci. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
I was about to say good morning. We're in the car. There's Colin again. Hello. We didn't really introduce. We kind of did yesterday. Is that lady?
Everybody knows me.
Is that lady getting in the car?
Yeah. She was on our tour.
She was our best friend. We made her. Yeah, everyone knows Colin. Colin's the guy that is on everything. He is the Willem Dafoe of the Oz Network.
I'm
always...
like Ben, but no accent. Or
yes,
different accent.
That's on your business card.
Yeah,
I'm like
right.
Ben.
Kind of like Ben, but Canadian.
Kind of like Ben, but doesn't like Die Another Day.
Yeah, exactly.
But we've just been to the Royal Canadian Mint. Can you see it through the snow and shit? But it snowed, clearly, overnight. This wasn't what Winnipeg looked like when I landed.
No.
And what did you say to me? That I'd bring this from Montreal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were going to bring it, and you did. Within 24 hours, within 12 hours of landing here, we had snow, so thanks.
I love it, but I'm Australian. And we're learning facts about Winnipeg.
Yes.
And in one factoid, I mentioned the Hobart one. It was like, Hobart is a city.
Better than Snug.
Thanks for coming. So there's a serial killer. The first serial killer was in Winnipeg.
So the world's first renowned serial killer, Earl the Strangler Nelson, crisscrossed the United States until he landed in Winnipeg in June 1927. After killing 2 local women, he fled to Regina, that's a city, and back to the Manitoba-U.S. border, hoping to evade capture. Police and citizens, so local people, assisted in capturing Nelson, who had by that time killed 26 people in 20 months. Nelson was shipped by train back to Winnipeg, where he was convicted and hanged. The world's first serial killer started by killing 2 people here, went on to kill 24 more, and then was hung here.
So what year was that?
1927.
I thought Jack the Ripper was the world's first serial killer, wasn't
But
he?
I don't
in the
think they
1800s?
caught him, so...
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right then. Like,
He probably was Earl the Strangler Nelson, just at a younger age.
I love how they used to have like their nicknames, you know, like the Strangler. So I'm guessing he strangled people. Or was that because he was strangled when he died?
It was just a catchier name than Suffocator.
Earl the Suffocator. But yeah, well, we're learning facts about serial killers and money, and we're going to the Canadian Museum of Human Rights,
Yeah,
or
the
something.
Canadian Museum of Human Rights.
Which again, I'm just expecting to be a big wall that says "Sorry for treating you badly."
Our apologies.
Yes, sorry.
People said that when you landed, didn't they? Isn't that how he greet you coming off the plane?
Well, sorry.
It was
Sorry. Well, it wasn't as bad as when I was in New Zealand and I walk off the plane and there's literally sheep barring. I'm not even joking. There was like this wall celebrating like New Zealand, like welcome to New Zealand, and they've got sound effects of like, you know, the country, and you hear bah, and I'm like, don't make it hard for us to make fun of you, New Zealand.
That wasn't how the locals greeted you.
Meh. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We still gonna do the Die Another Day commentary.
Yeah, oh boy.
Last night,
If I can drag this out for another 7 or 8 hours, we can skip it.
What time's your flight tomorrow, Ben? Oh, whoops, run out of time.
Yeah.
But yes, it's a wintry day in Winnipeg. And do I win a peg for being here? How often do you get that joke?
No, that joke does not come up often for good reasons.
It's a dad joke.
It is called Winnipeg, though. That's the
Winnipeg.
nickname.
Well, really?
See why. And of course, we were, I think, the last city in all of Canada to get snow this year.
Well, did Vancouver get snow? Does Vancouver get snow?
They get rain.
They get rain. Well, again, you're welcome, Winnipeg. I brought you a present from Montreal.
Yeah, we
so
appreciate it.
I didn't bring you much French, which is probably a good thing. Or is it? I don't know.
Well, we're going to the French district in Winnipeg, so...
There's a French district in
Yeah.
Winnipeg. Cool. More French Canadians. All right, let's do it. Let's see shit, and let's go back to Winnipeg. I'm about to share my story of human rights.
To help you share your story, we have a few simple questions to guide you.
Okay.
You can view these questions now by scrolling back and forth on the
Jim.
screen. Then, select the button that says
That's
Proceed to
Roberta.
Recording.
You know that because she just signed Roberta.
What do I want to do? How did this... Tell us your story.
Yeah.
Look for the questions on the left-hand side of your screen. A timer will show how long you have to answer them. You can stop at any time or keep talking until the timer runs out. You can also skip a question or go back to the previous one. Whenever you're ready, select the button that says Start Recording.
Yep.
Start recording.
Skip question. Yes, I was incredibly discriminated against as a podcast host because we tried to start 007 and no one believed in us. They thought that we were just a Spectre, etc. ripoff. But then we started telling stories about trying to get 90s actresses to replace Denise Richards, and we just couldn't. It was a struggle. We could only come up with Fran Drescher and Lisa Kudrow, I think. But we pushed through it, we persevered, and we got listeners, and we're up to about 30 likes now on Facebook, which is humbling because, you know, in the beginning when you have none, you really feel bad and that you have no rights as a podcast host. But, you know, this is what you do. You try your best, and then you get to a point where you fly one of the co-hosts to another co-host city to do a commentary on Die Another Day, and then you realise that you have plenty of rights and you feel really, really good about it, and that finally things have come full circle.
How many rights you have when I kick you out of my house when we're doing Die Another Day?
How did
How did this story make you feel? My story made me feel great.
Recording that story made me feel really great. I'm just stealing what Colin said because, you know, I never said that story out loud until just then. And right now I feel really good. I feel really amazing, you know. Just this lone Australian in Winnipeg. That's a movie coming soon. The Lone Australian.
Starring New Zealander Russell Crowe.
But, you know, I'm glad that this random computer and Jim and Roberta have allowed me to share this story, because without it, I would have kept this deep down inside myself and struggled and not found my identity as this lone Australian in Winnipeg. So, Jim, thank you. Roberta, thank you. Colin, thank you. The next question, how did the recording of your story make you feel? All right, stop recording. I've answered it. Was there a person, group, or organisation?
The very supportive Survivor Oz crew.
Yes, what Colin said, the very supportive. Catherine, our one listener, she was great. Yeah, who were the other people? I don't even remember who listened to our show. What was that guy? Chris Berger.
Oh,
what's that one? Who was?
Martin.
Martin. Oh, the other guy. What's that other guy called that always comments about stuff on Survivor Oz? He was annoying as all shit.
Zachary Chong.
Zachary Chong.
Yeah.
That would do you. I don't know where I'm. Zachary Chong, like without
Canadian too.
Exactly.
With rights of his own.
As a Canadian, he has rights because he's allowed. His right as a Canadian is to comment on Survivor Oz stuff every day, and always ask the question, "How did you feel to be ranked at 736 in our rankings card?" So there was persons and groups or organisations involved. So thank you for asking that, Jim and Roberta. I appreciate you doing that for me here at the Canadian Human Rights Museum.
There's like 12 of these.
What is this?
How did this story?
Didn't you just ask me this question? Look, I had no views on human rights before I did this. I thought you were a human and you had rights. So that's generally what you did. But without ever thinking I had to answer a question sitting on this bench and also learning about a family scavenger hunt, I mean, it changed my views big time. Don't need to. Is there anything else about the story you would like to share? No. Oh my god. Just listen to it. Take away whatever you want. You're so nosy, Jim. I liked you before, but
This is a segment on a podcast. There's not much to take away.
You're just ridiculous now. You're just rude. Just go back to your computer life. I don't want to answer that. No comment. Alright, hang on. Noah. Gross. Hey, Snug. I can't even type. Your Canadian keyboards are weird. Snug Life. What is his email address?
Well, what's his Twitter handle?
It's like Oslet. No, I think it's like Noah Groves. I don't even know.
Snug.au.
There's Jim again.
Time to
It's
share
Jim.
your story of
Roberta.
human rights.
Is that it? No. That's how you do it. Can we actually go back and listen to it? Is it there already?
Oh no!
Where was my photo? Am
They probably have to screen it first. I
Am
don't
I
think
t-
you're gonna get
Am I
approved.
too ugly to be? I'm sure, like, if people come on this, that guy's Australian, waiting for marriage equality. Oh, look, Survivor. Who was that? Was that? Oh, okay. It was Sandra or somebody like that. Oh, okay, that's sad.
I was beaten up.
sorry about that.
Yeah.
She's cute.
This video's over.
All right, thank you for tuning in to the Museum of Canadian Human Rights. And Noah, you're welcome. Well, we are now officially human righted. We learnt everything about rights of humans.
We're experts on how to treat people.
Ask me a question about how to treat people.
How should you treat people?
You should just treat them with rights. Done. See, we're educated.
Especially podcasters.
We're
because their rights
educated.
have been infringed upon for far too
Yes,
long.
exactly. It's been disgusting. So we are now. What are we doing now? We're going to take a picture of a building.
Yeah, the legislative building, and see if it's still open to go inside, which it's probably closed.
So we're going to learn about legislature.
This is the building that was like has all these paintings and sculptures that apparently were like satanic in
Awesome.
origin.
That sounds like my cup of tea. And look, there's earls.
There are several earls around the city. That's
What is
why
earls?
it's not apostrophe s. It's I don't know, regular. I don't know if you would consider it fancy, but it's not like dumpy. It's kind of like in between.
But what is it, like a restaurant?
Yeah, just like a regular restaurant. You probably, I don't know if you'd have to dress up to go in there, but some people might.
I love how you have to dress up to go to Earl's. Welcome to Earl's.
If it was John's or like David's, no, but Earl's.
Manifa's.
Manifa's.
Yo, welcome to Manifa's. Damn, you're not dressed up. You're not dressed appropriately.
This is why I took you to the Canadian Museum for Human Rights.
Straight away, it's gone over their head. Straight away, I'm stereotyping African Americans.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in Canada, so, you know.
African Canadian.
There's the... Is there such thing as African Canadians?
Oh yeah, tons of them here.
All right, so that's that's the city. It's
Yeah.
a bit foggy, but it's, I guess it's still cold.
The building that I rappelled off of, or reverse sport climbed, is behind this building somewhere. That's a cool building.
The Western Canada Lottery Corporation.
I think that says the Cinnabon Credit Union.
Why do you have a building, the Western Canada Lottery Corporation? Whoa,
It's
Jesus, go Colin!
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa,
Nope,
whoa!
that's not happening.
What the fuck?
This is Winnipeg driving.
I should have been pointing that way. We nearly were in a car wreck.
You know, on a yellow light, you're supposed to have the right of way. It's.
So who was in the wrong there? Were you or that guy?
I'm gonna assume that guy.
Playing the other guy. And did you notice? No one honked their horn.
That's right. Yeah, we're too polite to do that.
Seriously, like if that was in Australia, beep, 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 fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Okay, so nearly with this film just pumped up in popularity because we nearly died. Anyway, let's go learn some legislature about learning to drive in Winnipeg. Whereas Manifa would say, damn, legislature! Just stop recording, Ben.
Please
Stop.
stop.
Stop.